only after we've lost everything we're free to do anything.
The hard way that you can now help people to avoid.
Waiting for the perfect circumstances to come into your life to where you think you'll be ready, willing, and able to change is a fucking death trap. That perfect day is not going to come. That perfect relationship, that perfect job is not coming, okay? It's not going to be enough for you to change. Change comes from within you, and it's massively uncomfortable, and you have to do it in spite of yourself. It is not circumstantial. So stop waiting for that perfect scenario. Stop waiting for the day where you wake up and it's going to be easy to change. It is never easy to change. It is massively uncomfortable. Everything inside of you will be screaming, stop this, stop this, stop this. I want to get back to that comfort that we were feeling before. And that's the only comfort I get in changing anything about myself, is knowing that the uncomfortability is a good sign. And I have to just get started, start rolling with the momentum, because that perfect day is not coming. That's a delusion, and it'll keep you stuck forever.
Life is not always about winning and losing as a man. Sometimes life is about simply fighting anyway, standing up and doing what you're supposed to do, even if you know there is no chance of victory. That's what true manhood is. It's easy to be brave when you have hope. When you have no hope at all, that's where true bravery is shown.
Guess what? You are going to get the last laugh. I promise you, bro. You're not going to get the last laugh if you didn't put in the work, dumb motherfucker.
I learned two things that day. One, I was never going to let anyone see that they got to me.
And two?
If the world's only going to see...
I didn't think nothing serious. I'm like, why would you want to hit me? That's feminine energy. You're a boy.
So I have a story about this, right? I was 16 years old and I was on a cruise for the first time, right? Sophomore in high school. There was a big Jersey Shore white dude looking like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson who got on the elevator with me and about 3 other teenage guys. He was intoxicated. He threatened all 3 of us that if we talked smack, he'd whoop our behinds, right? The only person who was dumb enough was one Caucasian kid, and the dude slapped him in his mouth. Me and the other melanated brother was quiet because we're like, nah, this big old drunk dude is serious. He's saying he's gonna beat us up. Why would we then provoke him? And that's the thing y'all ladies gotta learn, bruh. There are many of people that don't care what gender you are. If they think you're disrespecting them, they'll just attack you. But men learn that early.
The world is finally healing. Nasty men are finally losing. What am I talking?
What are you talking about? Excellent question, because I have no idea either. I could go the long route and explain to you and break it down piece by piece why that article is completely wrong and why it actually doesn't make any sense, but I won't do that for 2 reasons. 1, plenty of other people have done it in a much better way than I can. And 2, you wouldn't listen anyway. So all I'm gonna say is, if you want to go search out that article and read it out, I have one thing. That article is the textbook definition of anecdotal. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Cheers.
I don't worry about it, nothing. Like, I'm in my own. You gotta have tunnel vision in this. There's so many trials and tribulations you're gonna go through. If you keep focusing on the negative or focusing on anything that's not part of your vision, it's gonna throw you off. That's all I can say.
So someone commented on my video that, oh, living with your family, it's a great financial move, but it's terrible for getting ladies. And I was like, wow, that's really where your head is at right now. I mean, that's a pretty immature way to view life, you know, chasing girls and stuff like that. I get, you know, middle school and high school, that should be your priority, right? Because that's all you feel to do. But, dude, you got to be focusing on yourself, you know what I mean? And when you're focusing on yourself and you're striving to do stuff that you're passionate about or just shit that needs to get done, right? Then the right girl will come into your life. The right woman will come into your life. And not only come into your life, but help you thrive. Because that's what having a partner is all about. So focus on yourself, gents. All right? You can't be chasing girls all the time, right? Now listen, it's Friday. I'm going out tonight. I got to go get some ass.
You better know how to do something. You can't get lazy. All you do is just make up your mind that you're going to do something. The key to life is your attitude. Make sure you're doing what you want to do. You know.
because you are sitting there worried about what she got going on. I don't understand you guys. You get to this point where y'all broke up. It's over. It's been over. You've been trying to get her back, trying to win her back. It ain't working. Nothing's working. Don't you think there's already somebody else in the picture at that point? Even if there's not, there will be, and it's not going to be you. You need to accept reality. She has moved on. She's happy. She doesn't want nothing to do with you. I deal with this every single day. You guys hitting me up asking me, bro, she got a new boyfriend. She's trying to make me do shit. Of course she is, bro. She don't want nothing to do with you no more. She's happily moved on. Why can't you accept that? Why can't you?
They keep homeless people on the street because it's a reminder to everybody else that they need to keep working unless they want to be just like them. It's the same thing when countries hang people on the street for disobeying laws because they need to make an example out of someone. I look so fucking hot in this filter.
I always just told myself, my favorite saying to myself was always, make something bad that happened make sense down the line. Whatever that may be. That's all I used to tell myself. Let me make this negative make sense down the line. And I always told myself whenever I got down, whenever I felt a certain type of way. So everything I whether if it was trying to be a better son, be a better father, be a better friend, be a better basketball player, it was always trying to find different elements of just trying to be better to make sense of the negative that I'm going through.
Well, this is from an unpublished study from 2006, basically saying like how tall you are and how much income you would need to compensate for it. So if you're 6'10", you could be dead broke because right here.
Be careful when Shawty utters any of these phrases. Open up. Tell me how you feel. Come on. Talk to me. You can tell me anything. She is not your therapist. No matter what she tells you, your therapist wouldn't save all of your honest confessions in their brain so that they can use them against you during an argument. But Shawty definitely will. Don't be afraid to be tough to understand. You should not be an open book. And if you are, then she will read you and throw you back on the shelves faster than you can spell accountability. It's okay to be private. It's okay to have a mystique. She only wants you to open up so that she can gather more valuable intel that she can use to better manipulate you when the time comes.
If you are in your 20s, I'm going to help you out, so listen up because I got some tips. Your body is everything, bro. Eat clean. For breakfast, turkey bacon, eggs, and whole wheat bread. It's really that simple. Meal prep your food so that you don't have to be out spending. Right here, I have my ground turkey and my white rice. Let's talk about skincare. Your face is everything, bro. Take care of it. Get a good, solid skincare routine. Super easy to find. Haircuts. Learn how to cut your own hair. It'll save you a ton of money. I just cut my own hair today and I look like a freaking $1 million. And last but not least, stop chasing women and have women chase you because you are prize. Whatever you chase will end up running away. So work on yourself, G.
You know, it's funny. The people who hate on Jordan Peterson and call him a pseudo-intellectual are the same people who base all their thoughts and opinions on viral tweets and article headlines. The PhD-holding professor with over 18,000 citations and 100 published papers and books is a pseudo-intellectual? It's extremely ironic how it's usually the people with zero worthwhile intellectual or academic credentials that will call somebody with numerous merit-based credentials a fake intellectual. Like, I can understand you not agreeing with his specific political stances or the way he delivers some of his messages. That's a fair opinion to have. But if he is far superior to you by every measure possibly imaginable in terms of intellect and cognitive ability, which he is, and that still doesn't make him a real intellect, then what does that make you?
I used to date a woman who was going through depression. And what happened to me was I started to take on her demons. And I started to become more depressed the more she was around me. Fellas, do not become Captain Save-A-Broad. You cannot help people that are in that state. They can only help themselves. They should want to help themselves. If they're not in therapy or getting any type of help for that, don't think that you can save them. And from experience, I'm going to tell you that women who are in that state, it never gets better. It only gets worse. If you go down that road, you will come out of that relationship worse than you went into it.